in terms of the relevant mandate. You cannot just...
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, guys, lawyers, people who are interested in Criminal Procedural Act and law in general, please come here. Please come here, guys, because I've noticed that Section 174 of the Criminal Procedural Act must be applied in that General Khumalo's case. The next time the case or they appear in case, the lawyers must just apply for Section 174 of the Criminal Procedure Act because there's no case here. The investigating officer has just considered that this is just a mess. He was chasing nothing. So basically, General Khumalo was charged on nothing. So this case must be dropped. This case must be dropped. I tried to say, no, it's not me, it's my manager who decided that this case must be investigated and all that. So he's got nothing. This case is based on nothing, basically. It's based on nothing legally tangible. So let's just listen in, guys. But I can assure you, I can tell you now, Section 174 of Criminal Procedure Act 51 of 1977 has to be applied now. It's about time. This Khumalo case must end.
Where it's talking about a cover-up and theft, but whereas 5 speaks to corruption. And
yes. Well, 5, I would suggest the operative part of it is it's a suspicion. He's in paragraph 5. Mr. Adams says, "I suspect that some of the funds are being given to Minister Cele." Are you saying that meets the threshold that triggers your investigation? He's made sufficient allegations to trigger your Section 27 powers? Or in fact, 71A powers. He says it's a suspicion. He doesn't say what is the basis for the suspicion.
Yeah, I think from the word suspect, suspicion, it does hang in there, in terms of
So yeah, this poor guy, it seems like he was just given a mandate to say, go and prosecute this and that person and stuff. I think they thought it was going to be easier than this. I think they never foresaw the Madlanga Commission coming. They just thought it was going to be a simple matter of charging Khumalo, send him to jail for nothing, just like that, But now here he is, he's struggling to explain himself, He's exposed himself as someone who knows. It's so difficult for me to say nothing because he says he's got 44 years experience in policing law, but yeah, based on his answers, you don't even sense 10 years experience. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. Let's listen in. There's a time here where Madlanga, Judge Madlanga actually pressed him, and then he considered to say, yeah, well, those legal elements that were supposed to be there, prima facie case that was supposed to be there at least for me to start investigations is not there, or it was not there. So let's listen in, guys.
5, 6, and 7. I can form my own opinion, but I do not want to form the opinion for management. I would prefer management come and explain than rather myself explaining something.
Okay, thank you.
I will interpret differently.
I will not leave it there.
Thank you, Chair.
You see the paragraph in front of you.
Yes.
Can you comment on it? Does what's stated there meet the requirements of Section 27?
Yes. So
you apply this section. You work. That's what gives you the powers to act, to invest.
Just listen in, guys. The confession is coming now. It's gonna throw in the towel just now.
Of Section 27.
So when I look at it and I see the word suspect, I suspect cover-up. It is just my opinion that when I look at this in comparison with what Section 1A said, it is my opinion that these words doesn't give much.
You see the problem with your approach, and you've done this a good few times. The problem with your approach is that you seem to believe that once an allegation has been made, then the Section 27 requirements have been met. Just because Mr. Adams says he suspects without substantiating, then for you that's sufficient.
Yes.
How can that be?
Commissioner, maybe it is such that I see the allegation and I interpret it like that, and I've given the explanation as to why, but that's why
The only explanation you give is that in there, a point is made that Mr. Adams suspects.
yes.
And he suspects without substantiating. So my point is, it seems to me that once an allegation has been made to you, the requirements of Section 27 have been met, and surely that cannot be.
No, that cannot be, Chair, that I understand.
So again, I will ask you again, have a look at paragraph 5 and tell me, as you read it, whether
So, guys, the poor guy is tired of defending this undefendable case that was cooked up against General Khumalo. So he is conceding. He's tired now.
5 only, that's the last thing Commissioner Badoy was
Yes.
engaging you on.
When I look at paragraph 5, because of the words used, and looking at the act, I can say that...
Bearing in mind that there's no substantiation at all.
Sorry, sir.
Bearing in mind that there's no substantiation, the suspicion that Mr. Adams is expressing has not been substantiated.
Yes, sir.
Bearing that in mind, are you saying that the requirements of Section 27 have been satisfied?
No, sir.
Done.
That's my answer.
Now, you
Done.
that you believe that because, as you allege, you did not have sight of this referral affidavit, that makes your position or your situation better. I take the view that it actually makes your position worse. How could you go ahead with an investigation without even check for yourself that there was a well-grounded referral? How could you do that? Bearing in mind, as you said when I engaged you earlier, that there may be instances where you may have to query the instruction that you should investigate. So your position actually gets worse if you go ahead with an investigation without having seen the referral affidavit. It doesn't get better. Do you agree with me?
I take what you say, Chair, and I understand what you say.
Do you agree with me?
I would agree with you, Chair.
And why
And
would you
that's
not
it.
have insisted to see the
That's it.
referral affidavit?
That's it, guys. The investigating officer has considered, has agreed, has confirmed, has confessed that he was chasing nothing. He basically arrested Khumalo for nothing. I don't know if Khumalo would even consider suing the state, but I don't think he would. I think he will just focus, continue with his job and stuff. But yeah, if this was a private person suing the state for, you know, this kind of arrest would be very necessary and demand a whole lot of money. So guys, that's it for today. So as I said, what I'm expecting from Kumaro's attorneys now is that they need to apply for Section 174. So let me know the day you hear that they have applied. Come back here and say, hey man, hey my guy, you were right, they have applied. So until next time guys, my name is Dave. Thank you and bye bye.